The following video today is brought to you by Quip. Stay tuned until the end of the video to find out more about the world's greatest toothbrush. For years, the YouTube channel Superwoman, run by Lilly Singh, was one of the most successful female-run accounts on all of YouTube. In recent times, however, it appears that her fame may be going away, and many are cheering for her downfall. So what happened to cause this? Well, to start off, I looked at her stats, and things aren't looking that great for her account. While she of course is still getting an impressive amount of views each month, if you look at her subscriber growth, you'll find signs of her account being in the early stages of death. In the last month, she's gotten less than 2,000 new followers, which is nothing at all for a channel with 14 million subscribers. This makes it appear that she has stopped growing, and each month is getting worse, so she might be in the red soon enough. In a lot of ways, Lilly reminds me of the spot Tyler Oakley found himself in a few years back. They both have young liberal audiences, were adored by the people at YouTube, made connections in traditional show business, had access to celebrities for collabs, and most importantly were getting a lot of views and subscribers. If you watch my Tyler Oakley video, you'd know that at a point his subscriber growth started to slow down. Then he started gaining no new subscribers and was just breaking even. Then eventually he started to actively lose 25,000 subs each and every month. He may be the king of dead channels. So why did this happen to Tyler and appear to be starting with Lilly? Well, it comes back to one of the characteristics of each of them that I mentioned before, their young audiences. When running a personality-driven channel, you're reliant on having consistent fan viewership since you're the draw rather than the subject matter like a news report or game review. The problem is, when you have teenage fans like these content creators, your audience will grow up at some point. So the two options are to either mature with your subscribers or connect with the next generation of young people to replace them. Mr. Oakley was unable to do either of these things. I'm not wishing this fate on Lilly, nor do I think both of these channel situations are completely the same. But Superwoman is in a very dangerous spot right now. Lilly's growth on this website is at a point of stagnation, and while she still does very well for herself, her average viewership on an upload is a fraction of what it was just 2 years ago. More and more of our uploads are having trouble cracking 1 million views, and that's not good for a channel with 14.5 million subscribers. Unlike Tyler Oakley and others who won't even address their declining relevance though, Lilly has been more public with her decline. She brought this up in a video in November of 2018 where she announced she was taking a break from YouTube.
Straight up, I haven't been super happy with a lot of the content I've created. You know, the thing about YouTube is, in all of its glory, it kind of is a machine, and it makes creators believe that we have to pump out content consistently, even at the cost of our life and our mental health and our happiness, because if you don't, then you'll become irrelevant. So I want to take a break to get some of my creative energy back and really think about what I want to do, what direction I want to go, because right now I am confused.
Usually when a YouTuber says they're taking a break, it's only for a couple of months. But this hiatus only lasted 3 weeks before she was back doing tons of video collabs with YouTubers and celebrities alike around Christmas time. I really have to hand it to her. She works very hard if that's her definition of stepping away from the YouTube rat race. At the beginning of 2019, she did announce a new strategy to try to help change the course of her channel. This involved making less rushed videos and instead taking a bit more time with the ones she did make to maximize the quality. While simple, I don't actually think this is a bad plan. Everyone always wants to talk about the effectiveness of daily uploads to help you rise in the algorithm, but that's only the case if people click on those daily videos at the same rate as weekly content. The truth is, more videos often impacts the quality and leads to subscriber fatigue more quickly, which ends up making less people watch you. In theory, this new strategy can help Lilly not lose as many subscribers and get more consistent views on each upload. But in practice, has it worked out? Well, the answer is we don't know yet. I'm personally a proponent of the idea that high average video view count is more important than just trying to get as many channel views overall as possible. So since she's focusing more of her time on the best ideas and not producing mediocre video concepts to fill out her schedule, this may lead to less videos not being able to crack 1 million views. We'll just have to wait and see how things work out. But for the second part of this video, I wanted to ask the question of why so many people in the online community don't like her. Throughout the years, I've thought her content was innocent enough for the very few times I've watched it, but there are a lot of other creators that have a lot of animosity towards her. This includes a Swedish fellow that everyone should go subscribe to, but I'll get to that in a minute. Firstly, when browsing around, I found that there were a few videos in particular that people really didn't like. These usually involved her spending a ton of time mocking a stupid internet comment from an anonymous person, which I personally do agree is kinda contrived. In one of these, she finds a random tweet from a woman who found gay people gross, I guess. Then she stretched that out into a hypothetical therapy session where the homophobic lady is roasted by her.
So, tell me what's on your mind.
Gay people bother me.
Is it because they dress better than you?
Oh my dude, you just got pranked! Bet you didn't see that one coming, huh?
I get what she's trying to go for, but it essentially just comes down to her writing her opponent as a Southern hick straw man to then slam dunk on with cheesy one-liners. It reminds me of those Matt Haas parkour videos where Matt writes himself to be a suave ladies man who always has a quick comeback. In another video, she finds what seems to be a pretty clear troll comment that says a bunch of racist stuff. Then she schools this troll by making a ton of hacky jokes about him living in a trailer and other white trash stereotypes in a video about how stereotypes are ignorant. I don't know how she missed that hypocrisy. What really had my attention though and made me want to make this video in the first place is just how many times over the years PewDiePie has come out and publicly mocked Lilly in his videos. This happens so often, I wonder if there was some feud behind the scenes that we don't know about.
Lilly Singh's the definition of trying too hard. Superwoman would smash with a sledgehammer.
For quite some time, his jabs were usually just a quick remark here or there like those examples. But at the end of 2018, this feud reached a boiling point when Lilly complained that she was no longer one of the best paid YouTubers anymore, and that now the highest earners are currently all men. Felix went all out.
2 years ago, it was almost even between male and female. Last year, it was just me, and this year, there are no females at all. Something I predicted in my Instagram caption last year. I'm concerned the digital space is going to repeat the mistakes of ancient industries. Hope I'm wrong. You know, maybe this is a crazy idea, but maybe you should plan a campaign or something like that to increase your revenue. Something about mental health. And then just come back and sell a bunch of merch afterwards. That would be a great idea. Maybe that will help you earn more revenue. Hey guys, I work too much. I need a break. Buy my hustle merch. Imagine being actually mad about the fact that a 7-year-old made on it is the most paid YouTuber. I think what's interesting about this whole thing is it's saying that men are being paid more than women in the YouTube space, which is obviously just ridiculous. You don't get paid more or less based on your gender. AdSense pays the same way. If people want to subscribe to you, they generally do it because they enjoy your videos, not because of your gender. That's just ridiculous. But if you start complaining about this, you literally just sound like a crybaby and an idiot, which you are, Lilly Singh. Just in case you weren't sure.
So with all this being said, do I personally feel that Superwoman deserves the hate she receives? Not really. She clearly does some things that seem hypocritical and fake, but that's pretty standard for most of these big mainstream normie creators, so I don't think it's fair to go after her in particular. The fact is simply not doing anything really unethical makes you better than most YouTubers, which kinda says a lot about this platform. Hey everybody, before I finish this video today, I just want to give a very big thank you to Quip. It's easily the best toothbrush I've ever used in my entire life. Starting a healthy routine and sticking to it are two very different things. Inevitably, we skimp out on a full night of sleep, skip a workout or two, or brush our teeth with a tired old toothbrush. We're not perfect, but we can do better. And Quip is a better electric toothbrush that can help. One thing I like about my Quip toothbrush is the sensitive sonic vibrations for an effective clean that's gentle on your sensitive gums. Many people brush too hard and some electric toothbrushes are too abrasive, but Quip is the perfect solution to these two problems. Another thing I like is the built-in 2-minute timer that pulses every 30 seconds to remind you when to switch sides and help you clean your whole mouth evenly. This is important because up to 90% of people don't brush for the full 2 minutes mouths or don't evenly clean. This is why I personally love Quip and why over 1 million happy, healthy mouths do as well. Quip starts at just $25, and if you go to getquip.com/whathappened right now, you can get your first refill pack for completely free. Again, that's your first refill pack for free if you go to getquip.com/whathappened. And I'll also provide a link in the description down below.